Okay, so good day, viewers around the globe. Welcome to another segment of the Sit Down Sports format, where we have a one-on-one interaction with some of you athletes around the globe. Today we have an important guest with the name Ignacio Nacho Campos. Did I get it correctly?
Yeah, it's Ignacio Campos, and my nickname is Nacho because Nacho
Okay.
is the short. Nacho is the short way of Ignacio.
Okay. So over the course of the conversation, can I call you Nacho? Is Nacho
Yeah,
okay?
wherever you. Yeah, Nacho is good. Nacho is perfect.
Okay, okay. So you're considered Spain's most dangerous featherweight prospect at this point in time, fighting out of the Black Panther Gym,
Yep.
right, in Madrid, and one of Europe's most respectable MMA institution, which is a gym. And your gym is a house for elite fighters, which includes like Topuria and Merab, if I'm correct.
No, no, no. They just visit us from time to time. Like
Uh,
Ilia visit us from time to time, and Merab came to visit Ilia, so he came to our gym, and
Okay, okay,
we
but
train with them. Yeah.
nevertheless, they're still they still took part under the roof of your gym. So Nacho turned professional in March 2023 and wasted no time like in his impression on the Spanish I'll say MMA circuits, competing across the AFL and the Way of Warriors promotion. You're considered a natural finisher, which was seen in like your last fights in Nigeria, PFL Africa. And the majority of your victories have come by like stoppage, either via knockouts or by submission, which has given you an impressive finish rate. Some stats says about 80%, give or take.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
6 hour
Okay.
operate. Yeah.
Okay. So, I hope I was able to give you a proper introduction that matches your, I'll say, credentials.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Awesome.
So before we go much into the interview, we'll like to, or the viewers around the globe would like to get to know you personally,
Yeah.
right? Who is Ignacio Nacho? Who are you personally? Like, where did this whole journey start for you? If you're to give us a throwback.
Yeah, right now I'm a fighter,
Okay.
almost a full-time fighter. Like I still have to work, I still have to manage to, you know, to live out of I'm trying to live out of fighting, but it's not possible yet. So I just combine like working with training. Um and yes, I'm basically like kind of sort to say a hustler. We live day by day, and we are focused on getting to the top, and that's what we do. We train, we fight, we train, we fight, and yeah, that's it. I'm also studying. I'm also like I'm trying to live my life the way I want. But the first thing
Understood.
right now is getting to the top.
Understood. So you made a mention about your work. So before MMA, what were you? What was your upbringing like? Because like the viewers like to know the history about the man
Yeah,
named Nacho, because we only know Nacho, the guy in the ring and all of that, the guy who
yeah.
gets the finish in the first round, but we don't know your story, your backstory. Okay, who were you? Okay, how did you grow up? How did you get into MMA?
Um, I got into martial arts. Well, I got into kickboxing and Muay Thai back in New Zealand. I live in New Zealand for a year, almost a year.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and I started there like applying for jobs next to a Mexican restaurant. I didn't speak English at that point. I was 18. I didn't speak English at all, and I was sending CVs. It was a Mexican restaurant. I say, okay, probably my Spanish is gonna help here.
Okay.
And next to the Mexican restaurant, there was a small gym called Maximum Fitness, and I started training there with Max Yu and Andrew.
Okay.
They helped me a lot, and after that, I came back to Spain, and I started in a gym, in a small gym too. I start fighting straight, like just going like fighting every single month, 2 3 times. Blah. I
Okay.
turned professional. Then I stopped fighting. Like I got like My last fight, I earned like uh, 250 euros.
Okay.
Professional fight. I say, yo, I don't want this. I don't want this. At that point, I was studying at the university and I was working as a bouncer at night. So
Yeah.
imagine what a mess, you know. So I give up and I start focusing on becoming a firefighter here in Spain.
Okay.
At the same time, I was like, I was working too as a bouncer. I was working at everything, you know. I failed the exam and I was already at the TBP gym, Black Panther Gym. I was training
Correct.
just two days per week just to learn a little bit of grappling, but not. I wasn't like the first time I came to the gym. I said I don't want to fight. You know, I quit.
Yeah.
I quit fighting. I don't want to fight. I just want to learn a little bit of jiu-jitsu, a little bit of grappling. You know,
Okay.
basics. And I get like kind of addicted. You know, if you train martial arts, it's like an addiction.
Yeah, yeah, I could
You want to
understand.
improve. So I failed the exam, and my coach told me, "Brother, you are good at this, and you can be good at this. So give it a chance.
To
Do you
choose.
wanna? Yeah, you do you wanna? Like, you have plenty of time to becoming a firefighter, but you don't have plenty of time to be a fighter and to live this life. So think about it." And I said, okay, let's go. So in October 2022, I start training full time. Or full time, I mean, I start training every day, you know.
Understood.
And in March 2023, I was my professional debut because they didn't let me do amateur fights because I had a few professional fights in kickboxing and Muay Thai,
Okay.
but it wasn't like in a big stage, you know. It was professional here in Spain. Level is good, but you know,
Yeah, sorry,
um,
quick question. The professional in Spain, do you guys still use like shin guards or
no, no, no,
no, absent shin guards?
no singers, no nothing.
Okay.
Just we go there with 8 ounce gloves, and
Gloves.
we just go there.
Okay. Okay.
So
So,
yeah,
sorry, no, no, continue. Apologies for cutting you short.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. So, what would you say was the time frame for you? Like from when you made the decision or when your coach told you, hey, okay, Nacho, I think it's time for you to choose between being a firefighter or like fighting professionally. What would you say the time frame was from that decision to when you had your official first fight?
Time frame was like November, December, January, February, 6 months.
6 months. But prior to the 6 months, you've had multiple experience from like,
I quit fighting in when I was 23 in 2018, 2019. I
okay,
was like doing nothing for 2 years. Like I didn't want to do anything, no
anything.
martial arts, no nothing.
Okay,
And I start like sparring a little bit from time to time, another gym, you know, but I wasn't training. You know, I was
correct.
focused on my firefighter stuff. Um, and yeah, and after that, I start like training every day for 6 months, and then I turned professional. I I had my debut at WoW. I won, and I said, okay, let's go.
Yeah, okay, that's nice. So the name Nacho, like, well, what does it mean? The
Well, in
viewers will like
Spain,
to know. Yeah,
we have like the original names, so to say,
correct.
and then we have a short name for some names. It's
Sure.
not the same as my name is so to say. I'm gonna say my name is in English, for example. They give me a short name. My name is
John, John, for an example, John.
yeah, Jonathan John. Well,
Okay,
here in Spanish, for example, Ignacio Nacho.
Nacho.
Another
Oh,
name
okay.
is Francisco. So the short name is Paco.
Paco. Wow,
Yeah,
that's quite different. But
yeah.
does it have any distinctive meaning? Because most fighters, for an example, you could have someone say, "Hey, my name is Black Diamond. My name is the Shield. My name is like
No, no,
the
no. They are
Nightmare."
actually names.
Does it have Nacho? The name Nacho, does he have a meaning or is it just a short form of your name?
No, for example, we have different parts in Spain. So, for example, in the language here is Castellano. You
Okay,
know, Spanish is Castellano, and up north you have País Vasco, the Basque country, and
okay.
the same name is different. For example, here is Ignacio, up there is Iñaki, but it's the same name. And then if you go to Catalonia,
Yeah, Catalonia.
it's
Yes.
Ignasi. So Ignasi, Iñaki, Ignacio, Íñigo are the same, and their surname is Nacho. Well,
I
it's
need I need to work on my Spanish basically to
no, it's just
to
it's just about names. Like for example,
okay.
Francisco is called Paco or Kiko. If you have a woman called Maria de los Dolores,
Okay.
the surname is Lola.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Okay.
it's not like here in Spain.
No,
It's
no,
common,
because I understand. Because like mo most of the viewers are like, okay, maybe it means something hidden that maybe no one knows. Nacho maybe
No,
could be could be the guy who
no,
finishes people in the first round. Maybe
no.
okay.
No,
Okay.
Nacho Ignacio is related to fire. Like Ignit
Oh,
is yeah, it's related. It's a name, Spanish name from Latin, and it's related to fire. You know, Nacho. They always think that about the chip. You know, nachos.
sure, the nacho chips, correct. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's not.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for clarifying it to the viewers. So, growing up in Spain, okay, MMA wasn't always like mainstream because I'm personally in Portugal. I was in the last war. Yeah,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
currently in Portugal. Yeah. So one day I'll come. I'm planning to come to Spain. Maybe I'll visit your gym.
Okay, you are welcome.
Okay, so growing up in Spain, right? Even in here in Portugal, like MMA is not or wasn't really that mainstream, like compared to like other places like the US and
Yeah.
maybe Germany and all those other places. Um, did you ever feel like you were chasing something people around you didn't understand at any point in time?
Yeah, of course. Like 3 years ago, here MMA was like
Yeah,
crazy guys
brutal.
fighting
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
cage.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
For in Spain, they pay like 200 euros, 300 euros, 400 euros. My first fight, my first professional fight, I got paid 250 euros.
Yeah?
250 euros professional fight here.
No,
3 years ago. Three
understood.
years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, understood.
It wasn't like people didn't respect it at all, you know. They
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
that we were, and now because thanks to Joel Alvarez, Wasabi, but most important, thanks to Ilia Topuria,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, we opened we opened the business in here. You know, people
It's now
now know.
mainstream.
Yeah, you even talk with an old lady and they know about MMA, and you say, "What the?" You
Yeah, yeah,
know, time 3 years ago, I'm telling you, 3 years ago, wasn't nobody knew. You know,
yeah, yeah.
it's
Absolutely,
crazy how how things have changed here.
absolutely. Because I believe some parts of Europe it still has a stigma of being like a brutal sports and
Yeah, here in Spain, I don't know why they have that stigma, that the stereotype, like combat sports were bad for bad people.
yeah,
It's not,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
I understand. I could totally understand.
And then you see here football.
Yeah,
You see here football. It's crazy how they fight each other. Yeah, you know, when you go to the stadium, so
yeah,
disrespectful,
yeah.
and it's like we are
It's
fighting here, and then we shake hands and now, and you go to the stadium, out the stadium, all the hooligans fighting each other, all the hooligans
yeah,
making a mess, you
it's
know.
it's it's different. It's different. With the
Yeah,
cage, it's two people who agree to like engage in like mano
yeah,
a mano, and they have time to like prepare for it, and there are rules basically to like keep both parties safe within, I'll say, the octagon. But like outside, it's much more different in like the, well, I say the sports, the football, with the hooligans and all of that. So it's a
yeah,
different conversation altogether. So
yeah.
when PFL told you like you were coming to fight in like Lagos, Nigeria, what
I
was it?
thought you.
Yeah, what was
Yes.
it? What was it? What was the feeling like for you? Because coming to fight in like Nigeria, that's like an enemy ground, basically for you because you're usually most of your fights. usually based in like Spain? Because I understand you competed mostly in Spain and
Yeah.
this. And so, what was it like for you, like coming to like the enemy's territory at that point in time when you
Well,
first got the?
it was an offer I couldn't decline. You know,
Okay, correct.
I'm not an star. I'm not an influencer. I'm not that. I don't have like that many followers, so to say. That now is really important.
We are
So
getting there. You're getting there. It's
yeah.
gradually. It's a
So
gradual
everything
process.
they offer me, I have to accept it. You know, to be
Understood.
known. You know, to keep escalating, to keep going up.
Correct.
Otherwise, I'm losing. I'm losing chances. So I can lose a chance. So everything they offer me, I accept it in order to, for example, get a contract, in order to get more fights, in order to get paid more. You know, I can decline. So I just risking all the time.
Understood. No,
I'm
no,
risking all the time.
no risk, no reward, basically. That's
Yeah, for me
a
it's like
general.
that. For me it's like
It's a
that. I don't know
general.
for other fighters, but for me it's like that.
It's a general. So your professional record is 8 wins, 2 losses, and no draws.
Yeah.
Um, Preparing for this interview, I had time to like go over your most of your fights. Like I was watching your fights, and basically, of course, your striking game is like top notch. Your grappling is unquestionable. But what I noticed also is like basically your resilience, right? It's either had to like I'll say flush you out in like the first, second round. You're like a fighter who like carries on basically adapting within time. And looking at your losses, you had 2 losses to 2 Russian guys,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah, yeah, sure. So, what would you say you learned from your losses, and how did that like translate to your, I'll say, your career right now, and how does it like progress? What do you say you learned that you say, okay, hey, next time I don't have to do this, I have to do that in preparation. I don't have to maybe take this route, or I have to adapt to this game plan. What would you say you learned from your losses?
Yeah. Like I'm improving all the time. Because my wrestling was zero, but now my wrestling is getting better. I
Absolutely.
I lost against two wrestlers, two great wrestlers, against Ibrahim Ibrahimov, that is right now top five at PFL Global,
Yeah.
the top five contender, and I lost against Grove Death, who
Nikolai.
I guess is almost at UFC. They are two national wrestling champions. They are good at what they do, and what they do is like they completely annul my game,
Yeah, yeah.
doing their game because I didn't know how to wrestle better than them. You know what I'm saying?
Understood,
My
understood.
level was lower than them, but I tried to manage to win, but I couldn't. But right now I keep training, I keep wrestling a lot, so uh, I just I'm just getting better, better and better. But I fought
That's
against people that are really good at their game. They are really both really good, and I lost. You know, I lost, and
understood.
that's it. And I
Understood.
learned from it a lot. I know my mistakes, and I can fix them. You know.
Understood. One thing most people don't understand, because I myself, I also competed a
Yeah.
while, yeah. But I stopped for a while. I'm trying to get back, but that's by the way. So, one thing most people don't understand at those levels or at the high level which you compete at, there are not much people who don't have it's hard to fight or it's hard to find an incomplete fighter. Most people are totally complete. The only thing that separates most people might be maybe experience or maybe being calm. So at that level, it's I'll say a little mistake could like cost you. And from what we saw, you were able to like bounce back from your mistakes. And we saw that in your last fight against Wasim.
Hmm.
You took him out like in the first round. Okay, many people like we had conversations. If on our end also we did picks for the fight and we picked him to win you,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Apologies for that. We picked him to win you. But what was the game plan, particularly for Wasi? Did you see something in maybe the preparation over the fight camp that maybe you saw and said, hey, okay, we could capitalize on this? Or maybe your coach saw something, or you've seen something over the course of his maybe last fight or previous fight, or maybe mistakes he usually makes, because most fighters have bad habits which they carry on like over a period of time. Did you see something that you said, hey, okay? We'll be able to capitalize on this and take him out because from what we saw, from what I watched, like you dropped him with the knee first, then
Yeah,
in the process of him recovering, you took his back and like you got
yeah,
the submission in the first
yeah.
round. I'll tell you this, we didn't expect that. We didn't like
You
not
know,
like yeah, we it was like you came to the homeland and like shocked everyone and went out. So from your experience in preparation for that fight, what would you say maybe you planned or what was the game plan for him, if it's not a secret?
no, it's not a secret. It's simple. You know, people are gonna watch my fights, and
Okay,
they are gonna look for my mistakes from previous fights. But what they don't know is that I have already correct all that mistakes.
correct.
So they are gonna go to my old mistake, and they are gonna commit a mistake because I already know what they are gonna try to do,
Okay,
and I have already fixed that. So I have like for that poison, I have already an antidote.
already.
So I know what they are gonna do. I know, and if they change the game plan, for example, if they try to go to the striking, okay, let's go to the striking. If they try to grappling, okay, let's grappling. If they try to wrestle, okay, let's wrestle. I'm gonna catch you because you are making a strategy
Based on your past
about,
experience.
yeah, based on the past fights. But I'm not that fighter anymore. I have improved and I have already correct that. Why? Because I didn't have amateur background, which
Okay,
means that all the mistakes that people commit at amateur, I committed them right now. So I
and
have to correct it
immediately.
immediately. I have no time. I have no, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
So
understood.
my strategy basically was like watching his fights. I know he's way better than before,
Yeah,
but he doesn't know that I'm better than before. You know
okay,
what I'm saying?
understood.
So they are gonna try to find things that they are not there anymore, and I'm gonna cut them there. You know,
Understood.
they thought that probably if they do like Ibrahimov and they push me to the wall and they can take me down and keep me there, bro. No, not anymore. I have already something
Y-
to give you. You know.
Absolutely. So it's like a trap for them, which they have no idea is coming, because
Yeah,
in their game plan already, because someone watching you or who is someone who's conversant with like martial arts with Thailand tattoos on your back and all of that,
yeah,
are saying, okay, hey, he's a kickboxer or he's a Muay Thai specialist. Okay,
yeah,
so his antidote would probably be like the grappling side or the wrestling aspect. So people watching your old fights, not knowing like you've improved, you've advanced your like I would say arsenal, basically will still depend on just taking you down. But once they try to take you down, they meet something different.
yeah.
That's a good plan. That's a good strategy for people.
You can ask even before if you ask my opponents, they beat me, okay, but they are gonna tell you it was a tough fight.
No, no, I watched it. I watched
You know,
like
and
that.
you tell them, yes, it's almost impossible to keep me down, you know, and they are gonna waste a lot of energy doing that. um yeah, like, it's good, you know, it's good. I
Okay.
like it. I like they come with an idea and then you just
You
fuck it up.
neutralize it. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, you started your pro career in 2023 in the local Spanish promotion before stepping into PFL. How much experience did you say you got from AFL and world circuits? And how has that, or how did that prepare you or like transcend you to the manual right now within the PFL banner?
It was good. I have good opponents at the beginning. It was part my level, you know,
Okay,
part in my level. And after 5 fights, I went to PFL to the Battle of the Giants in Saudi Arabia.
okay,
I fought Ibrahim. I lost. I came back. I won, and they give me the chance for fighting for the title, World of the Warrior title. I
okay.
lost. I lost. I commit a mistake, and I paid, you know, and then I fought at PFL 2 times. So it's been like from national staff to international staff real quick in 1 year
Understood.
and a half.
Understood. You made a reference to that Ibrahim loss at PFL Super Fight in 202024. It was via a decision, but it was a close fight, basically. Like,
No, it wasn't. He won.
you
He won.
sure?
He just kept me down there.
No, no, no. I
He
understand. Are you trying to be modest or like
No,
basically
no.
it was
Actually, he won by points. He won. Like, sorry to say, it was a boring as fuck fight, but he won. He did his job really well, and he by points he was there. He smashed me there.
okay?
He didn't hurt me. He didn't do anything, but he won on points. And this is MMA. This is an sport, and he was more intelligent than me. He had more tools, and he won. He perfectly won. Unanimous decision for sure.
Okay. Is that a rematch you're looking forwards to at any point in time?
No, we are. I think we have different paths.
Different paths. But if
Yeah, we are.
if
We are aiming for the same. Of hopefully
same,
we can see fighting for the title. But
okay.
right now, we have like, how are we gonna do a rematch?
No,
It
no,
doesn't make sense
I'm
right
just
now.
saying, understood business-wise, it might not make sense, but gradually, right, as your fame grows up, they would like to look, okay, he lost to
Yeah,
these two guys. How could we reroute them back to like maybe cross paths?
yeah, it will be awesome. It will be
Yeah,
awesome. Fighting
so
for the title. That
yeah,
will be
so
awesome. Yeah, yeah.
that's a different one. Okay, so you call yourself an underdog forever.
Yeah.
Is that a mindset you generally carry in every fight, or has the winning of like the PFL, like the different PFL wins, has that changed your mindset? Because like the old saying Mike Tyson said, okay, it's hard to like get up at maybe 4 or 5 in the morning and run how many miles when you have maybe silk shirts or in silk bed sheets. So you said you're always with the underdog mindset. So my
Yeah.
question to you is, has that changed? Will that change at any point in time?
No, no. I have always the mentality. That mentality is always there. It's my mentality. Underdog forever, and keep yourself, like, keep pushing yourself and keep improving and keep working and keep. Otherwise, if you feel that you are the favorite, that's not good.
Okay.
Shit can happens, and you can see in the fights that they are, favorite, pass. They
Yeah,
are so, like, they
absolutely.
are they have a big ego. You have to keep yourself humble.
Level-headed. Like
Yeah.
John St. Pierre says, always keep yourself with the mentality of the white belt.
Yes,
So
of course.
basically,
Always, always,
always,
always.
always.
Otherwise, give life is gonna give you a good lesson. Tough lesson.
Absolutely. Okay, so your gym, the Black Panther Gym in Madrid, has hosted UFC and PFL champions like you said, Ilia Topuria and Merab have walked through the doors of the gym and shared the same roof with you guys. So what would you say you picked? What would you say separates those guys from like you, for an example? Because for an example, when someone sees someone like Merab or Ilia, who are champions at a point in time. Okay, they are like, okay, these are UFC champions. Okay, they have to be supernatural individuals. Something is different. Maybe they have 3 legs or 4 hands or maybe
No.
2 heads. So, what would you say sharing a gym with them? Maybe taught you in terms of work ethics, maybe the things, execution in terms of technique, maybe the calmness. What would you say it taught you?
Um, we have had really good visits here in Black Panther, but if you have chosen a really good example, like, they are people like you and like me, you know,
Absolutely.
but they are good. I mean, they are not from other planet. They work, and they work on something, and they believe in the work they do. So
Absolutely.
when you believe on what you do, it's that's the difference. That's the difference, plus the experience, and plus some little levels that, but you don't, like, for what I saw is like, to be a champion, to be a champion, you don't have to copy another champions. You have to be the best version of yourself.
Okay. So be
So
your own
once,
artist,
oh
basically.
no,
You
you
have to,
have to have the Ilia Topuria boxing to be a champion. No,
okay.
no, you have to be the best part of yourself. For example, if your strong point is the Muay Thai, be the best at Muay Thai in MMA, Don't forget the other parts, but be the best and get to to show people different levels. Um, for example, Ilia shocked the world with his boxing, but he has more things. But his boxing is high level. Merab has a really good cardio, really good wrestling. They are completely different fighters, but they
Yeah,
can
yeah,
be champions. You know,
absolutely. They
so
have been
basically is that.
champions. They have been champions. So it's not they can. They have showed us that they can be
Yeah,
champions,
and they
basically.
are people like you and like me. They are not superhumans or nothing. But
Absolutely.
you have to mix that hard work with the opportunity. You know, that's where a lack is when you cross opportunity with hard work. You know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, with PFL heading to Casablanca, Morocco on October 10th, do you feel you've earned the right to be on that card? And what kind of fights would you make the most sense for you at this stage? What kind of fights or what opponent do you think makes the best, I would say, bouts for you leading
Um,
to your goal at this point in time?
well, now I've been like two 2 weeks off. Like I need this rest.
Okay.
Because I had 2 fights in 2 months. It's been tough, but maybe in October I would like to be there in fighting, but I don't know against who. Do you know there are a lot of featherweights at PFL?
Okay.
I
Well,
don't know.
I'm sure you have a clue of someone, maybe someone you think that, hey, okay, maybe they're trying to put this guy up against me. Not to like give out names, give out game plans, but like if anyone is to appear right now, they say you get the call or your manager gives you the call and say, hey, okay, Nacho, this is who we are facing. Do you already have a pre-established game plan for that person? Or like it's going to be worked on over the case of the fight camp?
I have already checked like from the first one contender to like no ranked contenders, but it depends what they offer me and what they pay me. Like I'm
Okay.
not gonna fight a high contender for little money.
Okay,
you know
understood.
so it depends what they offer me. We have to deal all that. I'm not crazy. I'm not gonna fight a top ranked
Understood.
guy for
Understood. For
for
lesser
the
pay.
same amount of money I fought, I don't know, whoever.
Okay.
So it depends. I'm good with everything as long as they pay for it. I'm good.
Okay. So you've now won two straight PFL bouts, one by decision and the other one by the first round submission,
Mhm.
an African soul. Where does Nacho Campos need to be in 12 months from now? And what does it take to get into a PFL title conversation?
I have to win.
When?
Winning is the only way to get there.
Okay.
Winning is the only thing that matters at the end of
Okay.
the day.
Okay.
So you have to fight, you have to win, fight, win, 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 and then you will have a chance for the title.
Okay, understood. Understood. So
Yeah.
Nacho, it's a pleasure speaking to you. You could give a shout out to like the viewers. You could list your maybe TikTok, Instagram, Facebook handle. We'll add it in the edits so they could like follow you on your journey and watch you grab the title.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So you could go on. Tell them
Okay.
about your
Thank you. Thank you so much for the support.
okay.
Thank you for watching this video. And yeah, follow me on Instagram. It's Nacho Campos with
Okay.
a zero instead of an O. And I don't have more social media. I don't have YouTube. I don't have TikTok. I
Okay.
have to work hard on the Instagram, and then I'm gonna open maybe YouTube channel or whatever.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Do you have any other maybe projects, maybe Nacho the actor, maybe a movie we should look at for that? Maybe Nacho is spearheading or
Oh,
something. Maybe.
if there is an agency watching this, okay, call me. I can be an actor
Okay,
too.
okay. Oh, the
I'm
agency, you've had Nacho. Nacho is also the man for the camera. Okay, so
yeah.
get a hold of him. Okay, Nacho, it's a pleasure speaking to you. I'll be looking forward. I might be coming over to Spain. Maybe I'll contact you and maybe drop by your gym, maybe to have a section with you guys. Okay, it's
You
a
are
pleasure
welcome.
speaking to you. Signing out. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. Have
Yeah,
a
have a
nice day.
lovely day, sir.
Bye.